Hoopla! This is your friendly neighborhood man in Magenta Wig, and welcome to day 2 of A Week in a Wig. 7 days straight of video blogs from me, your friendly neighborhood man in Magenta Wig. So what can I talk about today? I had kind of a scary situation today. So today was one of those days where I accidentally slept in till like 1 o'clock. I didn't mean to do that, I wanted to sleep in until maybe 11:30, but apparently my body decided otherwise, but whatever. You need a good long sleep day every now and then, it's a weekend. But, I slept in till 1 o'clock, and I woke up, and I wanted to meet someone for lunch. I called up my buddy, asked him if he was free to go to lunch, so he said yes, got in the car, we were gonna go out for hot wings somewhere. And I started driving down the hill from my building, and it was super, super icy. They hadn't done anything to it yet, and I saw a car stopped maybe like halfway down the hill. Like someone had obviously started down and completely chickened out, but the problem was they had stopped right in my lane. Like there was nowhere to go. They were just stopped dead in my lane. And driving around them, I wrote that out first because I didn't want to drive around them because it's kind of a blind corner, so I didn't want someone smacking me coming up the other way. So I started inching down behind them, trying to figure out what I was gonna do. And the problem was, I started trying to brake, and my brakes started grinding, like the anti-lock brakes kicked in, and I could feel grinding under my feet, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to stop here. If they weren't there, I could maybe ease myself down the hill and I would be okay. But the problem was, since they were there, I knew right away, like when I was pushing on the brake, I'm like, well, okay, I'm gonna hit them if I don't think quick, because they have stopped in a really, really bad place. So my only solution was like, okay, there's a muddy hill on the right side of me, just turn the car up there. If your only choice is to go up there or hit the back of this car, just turn up the damn hill. And I did, so I turned to the side and my car started going up the little hill. The problem was I hear a bump because there was a tree stump there. So I backed up and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to brave it and just go around this car because clearly they're not gonna move. So I backed up and edged around them and went down the hill, but the whole next few minutes to my buddy's house, I was thinking, what the hell happened to the front of my car? Am I gonna have this big crack in the bumper? Am I gonna have a big stump-shaped dent in the front? Thankfully, no. I got out as soon as I got to his house, looked at the front, and all I had was some clumps of mud where it had bumped. A couple minor scratches, but I could probably buff those out. It's no big deal, but thankfully that situation didn't turn out worse. Thankfully I had that little hill to turn up. If there had been a guardrail or something there, I don't know what I would have done, but yeah, so not a great start, but yeah, we went out for wings, went to Quaker Steak in Lube, which, depending on, you may or may not have those depending on where you're watching this. I think they go kind of a few states out in all directions from Pennsylvania, so you may or may not have been there before, but yeah, my favorite wings. Hold on one second. Speaking of lube, I gotta water up the pipes here with my fizz water. I'm not sure what it's doing outside at the moment. I think it's freezing rain, so hopefully it quits that by the time I have to leave in the morning. So God knows, I don't want to have to wake up at 7 a.m. and slide down the hill again if they haven't done anything. But sounds like it's slowing down out there. So my eye keeps going to this box of 45. Someone gave me a bunch of 45s a little while back, and let's see what we got here. Yeah, they were giving away a bunch of 45s. They just let me have them, so went through, picked out the ones that looked more interesting, gave my buddy the rest of them. But what do we got? Build Me Up Buttercup, that's a classic. Get Down by Gilbert O'Sullivan. It's interesting. A lot of people have said when this song came out, I think it came out 1973, they thought this was Paul McCartney's new song. I can't really hear it, but I think out of curiosity once, because his singing voice tends to be just a little lower than Paul McCartney's. I think I sped this up a little bit once, and it actually did sound a lot like Paul. But yeah, apparently that was a common thought at the time. People didn't know who Gilbert O'Sullivan was necessarily. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Three Dog Night. I sometimes think of them, and correct me if this is an unfair assessment, I sometimes think of them as like the world's best cover band, because you think about it, all their big songs were, you know, from other major artists, you know. Well, This Is Joy to the World. Hoyt Axton wrote that. Mama Told Me Not to Come, that was a Randy Newman song. One was Harry Nilsson, you know. Easy to Be Hard, that was from Hair. So yeah, I just always thought of them as like the world's coolest cover band. Why did I keep this one? Howdy Doody's Magic Jukebox. Although I kind of want to hear this now, so that's probably why I kept it. One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. No idea what this is. Drown Me by Anne Murray. Oh, apparently not one of her happier days. Simon and Garfunkel song, but not Simon and Garfunkel. Feeling Groovy by Harper's Bazaar. Lost My Love Today. Yeah, never heard of that. You Light Up My Life. Why did I keep this? Well, apparently it was someone's song. The label, it says in pen, Our Song, 10/6/77. Oh, that was your song. Your relationship probably didn't last. I must have put all my 45s in here, because this is one I found at Half Price Books once. I was really surprised to come across. Toast and Marmalade for Tea by Tintin. Kind of like a one-hit wonder from like 69, 70. The reason I was so interested in this one was because Morris Gibb from the Bee Gees was involved in this group. As a matter of fact, a famous Beatles bootleg, Have You Heard the Word, which was supposedly, like, people said it was like a song from their final recording session or something, then that just turned out to be bullshit. That was actually Tintin with Morris Gibb on vocals doing a John Lennon impression. Funny thing about that is Yoko actually tried to copyright that song in 1985 because she found a copy of it in John's collection and actually thought it was him. But it was not. Still trying to figure out the lighting situation. I'm kind of like bleached pale here. I noticed my video from yesterday looked very yellow. Let me see what happens if I turn the bathroom light off. Ooh. Got a nice shadow over one side of my face. It looked kind of mysterious. Move into the darkness. Wait a minute. Hold on. What if I turn that away? Does it make me look even more mysterious if I turn the... a little more. Be cool if I did a video with just half of my face completely cloaked in shadow, like looked like the Meet the Beatles cover. You know, you only have to see this side. Alright, so that should wrap up day 2 of a week in the wig. I almost forgot what I was calling these. That would not be good. So that should wrap up day 2 of a week in the wig. Thanks for hanging out with me for another few minutes. I'll have another intriguing video for you tomorrow. This has been your friendly neighborhood man in Magenta Wig, and you have a great rest of your day. I'm not sure when I'll be posting this yet, because, you know, I have to work, so I have to edit this whenever I can, but yeah, whenever you happen to see this, you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later.